Reds combined to give up just 5 hits as they got a road win against Arizona 4-1. At the start of the day, the Diamondbacks sit in 3rd place in the National League West Division, and the Reds are in 2nd place in the NL Central. Yasmani Grandal had a day to remember, amassing
We are under the lights as the show gets you ready for another edition of Major League Baseball. Ought to be a good one here between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Detroit Tigers. Tigers baseball is next. Lucas Giolito is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for Detroit. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, you take a look. Look at that ERA, and it's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. One good game, one bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching a lot better than he has up to this point, and it'll be interesting to see if he can turn it around in this one.
So, guys, these Tigers, as they begin play here tonight, they come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Driven nicely into the gap. He's through first and hustling for second. And he's going to try for 3 right out of the chute tonight. The throw is wild, and he gets away. And he will make it up to third base, as that is a gift there off of what was a terrible throw.
Well, talk about starting the game with a bang, boys.
Yeah, Matt, and there's a reason this guy is leading off tonight. He can flat out fly, as you can see here. He squares up on this thing and kicks it into high gear for a triple to start us off.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. A ball and a strike. Giolito has both great strikeout stuff and exceptional command on the mound to go with it. A rare combination, but one that makes him one of the best in our sport.
Matty V, you talked about it. He doesn't walk a whole lot of guys. Well, if you don't walk a lot of guys, that means you have to throw the ball in the strike zone. And when you do, with great stuff like this guy has, he racks up the strikeouts. There aren't a lot of guys that get strikeouts by throwing the ball in the strike zone. This is one of the few that does it.
And there are our umpires for this one. Working balls and strikes will be Mr. Darryl Parker.
Hey, not a very big strike zone.
And that's going to be a base hit, so the Angels are able to score first. It's 1-0.
Hey, guys, that's a well-executed slider down and away right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
In now is Anthony Rendon as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
The 0-2 pitch. Now here's a ball skied down the left field line. Ward will get there with ease as he puts it away for out number 1. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Nero, give us what you have on this lineup as they start a new series.
You know, taking a look at this lineup, Matt, one thing you have to take into account is the variables that you can't control. And that's the wind. It's blowing in. It's howling in. You're going to see some guys in this lineup change their approach, not be looking for that launch angle and trying to drive the ball out of the ballpark. It's going to take a big man to put one over the wall today.
One 1-0 pitch on the way.
Good speed at first and good speed with the guy at the dish. Going to be tough to double up these guys. If you're an infielder, got to get rid of it quick.
And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
One of the most frustrating things for me to watch in this game is guys getting count leverage and not pull the trigger on a fastball middle in. That's why you play, to get in those situations where you can try and do damage. What do you want, the nasty slider?
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
The first baseman.
Now at the plate, Jake Lamb. And the Angels looking for more here in the opening frame of the contest. And a ball, 1-0.
Tough situation early out on the mound, but if he can limit the damage right here, might build some confidence and get him rolling.
And this winds up inside for a ball, 2-0 now. From the stretch.
Well, he's in a bit of hot water in this first inning, but if he can start throwing his slider effectively like that, he has a lot better chance of settling into this game.
The 2-1 pitch.
Not a good spot to be in right now. A pitcher's falling behind in the count with a guy up that hits really well with runners in scoring position.
Now, oh my, this ball is crushed. Look at it go. And that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Love the homer in the top of the first inning. Give your pitcher a chance to kind of regroup and gather himself with an early lead.
Batting 6, the designated hitter, Chad Pinder.
And that brings up Chad Pinder. And here's a ball in the air now, carrying a bit out toward right center. He's around first, heading for 2. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And they'll keep it going here as he's into third base with a triple.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third, and he made it happen.
And that'll bring in the Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. And that's through into left, a base hit. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead. Now a 5-0 lead.
Batting 8, the second baseman,
Eduardo Escobar standing in. That's a strike to throw down. And it skips in as he steals the bag easily.
Clearly, they're not satisfied with the lead they're working with right now, and I like that. You don't want to disrespect your opponent and do that in a blowout game, but I don't think you can get comfortable with a 5-run lead, and now they've got a chance to add on to it.
That's popped up. Looking to put him away. Here's the 0-2. A ball and 2 strikes.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Still only 1 out in the inning. 3 balls and 2 strikes to Eduardo Escobar.
Wow, this is a pretty good at bat right here. From down in the count 0-2 to work the count back to 3-2, and he's seen a lot of pitches too.
And that misses, ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, some might say a walk there is okay because you've got first base open, but he's been struggling out there. And if you're going to work around hitters, you don't want to work around hitters in the bottom of the lineup.
Number 9 is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. And he comes back with a fastball. 1-2 now. Happ over at second. Escobar at first. 1 gone. Change of speed there, but it's taken for a ball. 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. Fastball laid off well below the knees.
When he's pitching effectively, usually that 2-seam fastball is moving quite a bit, but here it's just kind of flat and straight. Could be a big part of the reason why he's getting knocked around.
And he popped him up. Bond in foul ground. And this will land foul. And he misses again, ball 4, and that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on balls.
Well, he battled to get it to a 3-2 count, but that pitch wasn't even close. Now he's got a man on with one out, so he's got to focus on trying to get the ground ball.
Here's the first pitch to him.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's probably going to limit how deep he goes into this game.
Into the corner and slicing foul. And there's a line drive, base hit to left field. Oh, but it's offline, so the run will score.
Man, you never want to say a game is over in the first inning. There's still a lot of time left to come back and rally, but down 6-0 is an awfully big hole to dig yourself out of, and the inning isn't even over yet.
So here is Avisail Garcia. 1-0 the count. Has a look, now the pitch. Into the gap in left center. This is down, and it'll head for the wall. Escobar scores. 2 runs have scored. To third now, but he's safe. As on the play, 3 runs come across to score.
The third baseman, number 6.
Yeah, and I'm sure the pitcher is talking to himself on the mound, too, and I can't blame him. He's responsible for loading the bases, and he just served up a pitch that absolutely got roped for a bases-clearing triple. 1 swing, 3 runs.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Hey, I love that pitch right there. Better execution after just giving up an extra base hit.
Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And he will score on the sacrifice fly.
The batter.
So no one on now after the sac fly. And coming forward now is the shortstop, Nico Goodrum. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Up top, it's 2-0.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
The 3-1. And a fastball misses there, ball 4.
Well, it's obvious that earlier home run he gave up is still on his mind. He had him 3-2, but he didn't want to give him anything over the heart of the plate to hit, so we'll see if that walk comes back to hurt him.
First pitch on its way. Jake Lamb is at the plate as he watches ball 1. Lamb, 30 years of age. He was taken in the 10th round back in the draft of 2019.
Man, coming out of the late rounds, you have to grind for everything. Nothing is given to you. And this guy has turned himself into a very solid big league ball player. That's a big accomplishment.
2-0 now. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. And even 10 runs have scored this half inning. And he lays off again, ball 3.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Now batting, the designated hitter, Chad Pinder.
At the plate, Chad Pinder, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. He found his way over to third via a triple in his first at-bat.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's 1-1.
He certainly has an open base down there, but you don't want your defenders standing flat-footed for much longer.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but this will be a foul ball. The 1-2. Misses. Ball two. 3-2. The count is full to the Angels DH.
Some pitchers fall into the trap of giving in on 3-2 because they don't want to walk the guy. But with the base open, it's not the end of the world if you do.
And they'll extend their lead even further as the run from third is in to score. Standing in, Ian Happ, and their runners at the corners now. Wayne Underwood comes on to work much earlier than anticipated, obviously, as he'll try and right the ship in the very first inning.
Underwood.
From the stretch. And that swung on and missed for strike one.
Hey, either this hitter needs a cup of coffee or he was sitting off speed right there.
Swing and a liner. Foul. And there is strike three. So after what seemed like an hour, the side is retired. But not before things change dramatically as they explode for 11 here to really open things up. On now to the bottom of inning number one. It's the Angels 11 and the Tigers nothing. Zach Godley is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
One thing you get with Zach Godley, you get a lot of energy. You'll notice between innings, if he gets the last out of an inning, he'll be sprinting into the dugout. Good stuff, not great stuff. Upper to lower 80s fastball, 88 to 92. He'll touch maybe 93 on occasion. Good breaking ball. He's one of these guys, he wears his emotions on his sleeve. He's a really tough guy, and he loves to compete, and he's a solid pitcher.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Hit down the third baseline. Rendon has it. And there's one down now. And now a look at the hometown Tigers starting lineup in this one. Dero, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back at once. Have good at bats, follow the game plan you guys worked on, and stay in the zone.
Luis Garcia is in with one away now as he swings and misses here at strike one. Bases are empty, one man out. Hit back up the middle. And a diving effort, but this will just tip off his glove, and that's a base hit.
Nice effort by the shortstop right there. Kept it in front of him. That's all he could do right there, Dan.
You know, Dero, in a spot like that, that's an infield single. That's a tough play. Just to knock that ball down was a pretty good job. But any way you look at it, that should be scored a base hit, and I'm sure it was.
And now Michael Taylor. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike two.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
And there he goes towards second. Fielded cleanly. And he'll take this over to the bag for the out. But meanwhile, the runner moves into scoring position at second.
Batting fourth, the right fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Jorge Soler. And he's definitely off to a fast start in the early part of the season. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the 1-0.
No reason to give in to him here with a base open. Putting him on base just gives your defense more ways to help get you out of this.
Good pitch there down below the zone. Got him to go after it.
Hey, this pitcher better be careful right here. My man at the plate is not trying to push something to the opposite field.
Inside for a ball as he falls behind to him here. 3-1.
They know the threat this guy possesses at the plate. I know it's 3-1 in this situation right here, but I can't imagine anything comes over the heart of the plate.
Swing and a miss as he was way early on that one. 3-2.
You know he wants to end this inning right here on 3-2, but I don't think we'll.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. One left for Detroit. They trail in this one 11-0. Second inning set to go, and set to go is the second baseman, Eduardo Escobar.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
Now a check swing here. Did he go around? No, says third base umpire Ricky Holiday. Ball 1. This pitch is popped up. Garcia over to his left. 1 down. Ready now for L.A. Number 9. No official at bat for him, but he has scored a run in this one. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Hit out towards second. A diving try, but he can't haul it in. It's through for a base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dan. Sent it back right where it came from.
Andrew Benintendi stands in as he looks at ball 1 here. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. That evens it up 1-1. From the stretch. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. So they're going back. And a scaling attempt to the wall, but it'll be in vain because this ball is gone.
No surprise with that swing of the bat. This guy is simply one of the best in the game right now. There's not too many guys that take a beautiful hack like that in the league.
Now batting, the right fielder, Avisaíl Garcia.
So here's Avisaíl Garcia. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. And the Angels just won't let up as this is going to be good for extra bases. And he is into second with a double, his 3rd hit of the night.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it. And that's just what he does. He jumped all over it.
He hit a sac fly earlier. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. And a curveball's by him that time as he falls behind now 1-2.
Offered at that breaking ball below the zone, and that's a tough one to spit on. But the key is recognizing it coming out of the pitcher's hand earlier and making sure that it goes. Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Ground ball sent back up the middle. A dive, but he can't knock it down. It's through for a base hit. And the runner from second will stay put at third, so they're runners at the corners now with 1 away. They've gotten their hits in deep counts. They've gotten their hits in early counts. This has been a real onslaught.
Yeah, you can look at it one of 2 ways, Matty. Either they have a ton of respect for the man on the mound and they are just going to ambush tactics and it seems to work for them, or you can look at it the other way. They're just getting lucky.
Jake Lamb standing in now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. And he's got runners at the corners here with only 1 gone. Fastball called for strike 2.
With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Good time to try to put the ball down in the strike zone. You can either get a strikeout or a potential double play ball.
So the breaking ball locked him up there. Jake Lamb goes down for out number 2 in the top half. The 1-0 is a breaking ball in off the plate.
Now ball 2. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
No offer at that one. It's a cold strike.
He's been getting lit up all game, and there's a common denominator. He keeps missing right down the middle of the plate. Case in point with that last one.
Into the box, Ian Happ. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Half.
First pitch on its way.
Hey, this is one of those tough outings as a reliever. Just have to keep throwing strikes and believe sooner or later this inning's going to turn around.
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
2-1.
To 2-2 now. Full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes to the Angels center fielder.
He's not having his best outing in this one, and I think that curveball is part of the reason why. He couldn't get on top of that one, and that's not the first time that's happened.
Another full count pitch home. Back up the middle, and that's through into center field. Base hit. 1 run is scored. Throw won't get him.
Yeah, they've been crushing it at the plate all game long, as 16 runs on the scoreboard can attest. Not much you can say or do on the other side of it. Just have to get over it and get after it again next time.
So here's Eduardo Escobar. He offers at it and hits it in the air to left. Ward is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. So there's already. So coming to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a miss that time. It's 0-1.
Hey, with this big a lead, you have to just pound the zone and force this team to get aggressive in the box.
Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. Reined in. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. And I thought this might happen based on how close that play was. They're looking at the replay in order to make a decision on challenging the out call on the field.
Well, I think we're going to have to wait and see what the word is from the dugout. But here's another look at it. Wow. Tough to tell if he was out for certain.
And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
The Tigers are challenging.
All right, we'll take one last look at it here. The question is there enough video evidence to change the call to safe? And wow, from that look at it, I think he did beat that throw. This challenge might work out for him.
Into the box, Alec Bond. As the first pitch here's a bit high, it's ball 1. Godley, a right-hander standing 6'3". He's in year 1 of a new 3-year deal.
I know this ain't a ton of job security, but it's certainly better than a 1-year deal. A 2 to 3 year deal puts yourself in a position where you can really invest in this team.
Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Bare-handed for 1. On to first, and they get them both.
Batting 7. The first baseman.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to bat will be the first baseman, Samuel Nunez. Just gets a piece of it. Strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Ripped down the line, but this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch.
Ball.
Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. Tigers failed to. Welcome back. Here's Heidi Watney with a report as we get set for the top of the third. Heidi?
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the state of the Angels offense with their manager between innings. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. 8 of their hits have gone for extra bases. So they're not only putting the ball in play and getting on base, they are doing so with authority. And that has this dugout feeling awfully good about themselves, guys.
All right, Heidi, thank you. The 1-1. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. The 1-2. Swing and a little blooper to center. Taylor coming on. A dive, and oh, he can't hang on. And he will get there as the Angels are in business with a leadoff double. So he's into second there with their 4th double of the ball game. And right on cue, we'll take a look at the team leaders in doubles from a league-wide standpoint. And we find that these guys are currently 3rd best in the AL in that department. Andrew Benintendi is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. Fouled off again, and now he's in a 1-2 hole. From the stretch. Tough pitch to lay off there, but he did, and it's even up at 2-2.
Hey, it's much easier to lay off the breaking stuff when it's coming in towards you instead of when it breaks away. A good take there.
Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
So there's the first out here in the Angels' 3rd, and that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. Soler is there. 2 gone. And now for the Angels, Anthony Rendon, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
You know, I think he's having a hard time with that curveball right now, and that's part of the reason why he struggled early on in the start. It's so important to have command of the...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end. Coming to the plate now, Taylor Ward, as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Way outside, nearly to the backstop. 2-1. Started to go. Did he hold up in time? Yes, says the first base umpire. It's ball 3 now. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And there's 1 away.
Batting 9.
Striding forward now is the DH, Dean Kramer. Comes in after a day of rest yesterday, so we'll see if it did him any good. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Now batting. Shortstop. Jorge Mateo.
Into the box now, Jorge Mateo. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Here comes the first pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air, but no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. Here it comes on 0-2. Runner at first here, 1 man out. And another foul ball. Now another 0-2. And he chased it in the dirt.
That was a good job there of using the batter's aggressiveness against him. He was putting up a good fight and fouling a lot of balls off. So as a pitcher, it's a great idea to expand the zone even more and make the hitter really chase after something that's even hard to foul off.
And this will be put away easily for the out. Ready once again, Nico Goodrum. He singled his last time up. Fastball on the first pitch, and it's taken for strike one.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
1-2, here it comes. Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning. Now to the plate, Jake Lamb. He's 2 for 3 with a home run and a double. And he waves at a curveball there. No balls and a strike. Fastball, and he's quickly in the hole, 0-2. Line towards center field. And he'll lay out to make a spectacular catch. Wow. Ready for another shot now, Chad Pinder. It was a walk in his last trip. Line to the right side, but a foul ball. The windup and the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Oh, and he can't come up with it. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is bottom of the inning now, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Michael Taylor.
The center fielder, Michael.
And it's fouled away. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. A bouncer up the middle. And a bit of a high throw that time, but no problem over there at first as they record the out.
Number 12.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jorge Soler, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. One out, nobody on. Hit to short, scooped up. On to first, and there are 2 down. So 2 outs now for the Tigers in their half of the fourth, and that'll bring up the left-handed hitting Kyle Schwarber. And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike one.
One of the biggest factors on how long you're going to go with a start is how many first pitch strikes you throw. 80% usually means you're going to have a pretty good day, and that's on the menu so far.
Now a swing as he stays alive as this is fouled back right off the catcher's arm.
That was a nasty pitcher's pitch right there. Most guys strike out on that one. He was able to scramble at a little bit and give him another chance, and hopefully this pitcher misses over the heart of the plate.
Another 0-2 home. As anticipated, here's a ground ball now to the right side. Oh, and he overshoots his first baseman as it's over his head. Fortunately, the catcher's there to back things up. So striding forward now, Alec Bond. First delivery to him on the way. And that's cut on and missed. 0-1.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the game plan is today. Too many early swings. They got to be a little bit more patient at the plate.
Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw on to first, and that error won't come back to haunt. First pitch on its way. Ian Happ is in to start things off here as he looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
Shocked he didn't let it fly right there. Usually you're looking for a fastball elevated to get the party started.
And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Eduardo Escobar is at the plate now, and he takes a cold strike.
Stuff has never been a problem with this pitcher. It's execution and location that has always been his bugaboo. And that's exactly what happened here. I know he's ahead 0-1, but he's finding the heart of the plate way too often.
Number 9.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Number 9 is at the plate here as he quickly finds himself down a strike. It's 0-1. And he lays off for ball 1.
That fastball really got away from him there. That's kind of a red flag for me that he's starting to tire or wear down a little bit. The first thing that goes is location and then your mechanics. We'll see if this continues.
3-1 to him now. And it's up to a 3-2 full count now. And he takes ball 4. So a good job out of the 9-hole in getting on base as we go back to the top of the order.
Now batting, the left fielder.
First offering on its way. Andrew Benintendi is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. Can't find the zone there as he lays off the breaking ball. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. Welcome back for the bottom of the 5th. Here's Heidi Watney.
Well, Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Tigers manager to discuss his thoughts on Detroit's offense. And one thing he mentioned to me was the lack of discipline he's seeing out of their at-bats right now. He said they've been chasing at pitches out of the zone all game, which obviously doesn't usually lead to good results. Until they start being more selective with their swings, he said they will continue to struggle.
Thank you, Heidi. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Ground ball sent back up the middle. He's got it. And the throw here is in time. Very nicely done there at short for the first out.
Number 9.
Stepping up to the plate, Taylor Ward. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. Big swing and a miss at the knuckle curve. Strike 1.
Hey, I can understand this batter's frustration right here. He's trying to be aggressive and get something going for his team. They are getting shut out in the 5th inning, but that's exactly why they're getting shut out. You need to keyhole and stay on the attack and make this pitcher come in the middle of the plate.
Next to the plate for the Tigers, the DH, Dean Kramer. He reached on a single in his first try. Swing and a liner. In there, a base hit.
Chalk up another multi-hit game for this guy. He is absolutely on fire. He's been on a nice hot streak as of late, and I don't see it ending anytime soon.
First pitch of the at-bat. Lifted in the air to straightaway center. Long run for the center fielder. Goes into a slide, and he's got it. Great play, and there's 2 gone. Digging in now, Luis Garcia. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. He's set, and the pitch.
Man, he just missed the zone right there. One of the toughest pitches in the game, that backdoor cutter. As an offensive player, you give up on that pitch. As soon as it comes out of the hand, next thing you know, it's trying to grab the corner.
This is on the ground over to first. Throw on to first, and the Tigers wind up with top half of the 6th about to get started. And coming forward, the veteran outfielder, Avisail Garcia. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Ward is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The third baseman.
And digging in next will be Anthony Rendon. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Eliezer Hernandez gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys.
Hernandez.
Here's the first pitch to him.
Inside, ball 1.
The 1-0.
2 balls.
Non-competitive pitch right there, runs the count to 2-0, and he is ready to do some damage in the box.
2-1 now.
Gutsy pitch right there. 2-0 changeup for a strike. Good call by the catcher. Great execution by the pitcher.
Here now the 2-2. Fouled away. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Chasing after it is Taylor. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Nico Goodrum. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. And he fouls this one off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Called strike on the inside, and he can't believe it at the plate. It's 1-2 now. Swung on and chopped up the middle. Fielded cleanly.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1-2-3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Here's a late swing and a miss. Strike 2.
Hey, down in the count 0-2, I'd like to see a little choke and poke right here. Maybe work it up the middle or opposite field with 2 strikes.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. The relay throw to third, but he's in there as a run will score on the play as well.
Well, if he wants to hit for the cycle and get into history books, he's got the hardest 3 parts of it out of the way. Normally, this is the toughest leg to get, but he stands at third and now only needs a single to make some history.
Hit sharply toward the right side. In there, base hit, and that ought to get the run in from third.
Wow, this has been a memorable game, but for all the wrong reasons. They've given up a staggering 18 runs here, and they can't go home yet. Could you say painful?
Ian Happ is at the plate as he takes a cold strike 1. 1-1 the count now. From the belt, the pitch.
2-1.
Somebody's getting frustrated. He's not used to getting hit around like this.
And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
It's clear he just hasn't been able to find any rhythm out there. Pretty much unable to hit any of his spots, and now he's at 3-1, and he's put him into another great hitting count.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Eduardo Escobar is the batter now as he looks at a ball of 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0.
Got to find a way to execute either a good fastball down and away or flip something off speed for a strike. You cannot miss over the heart of the plate in these situations. The hitter is on high alert.
3-1 the count now. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Pulled toward right center field. After it is Soler. But he's not going to get this one. It's into the gap.
This is just bordering on ridiculous now, guys. 19 runs in 1 game. To say that they're having some success at the plate would be like saying some kids are excited at Christmas.
1 ball, no strikes the count. A fastball here, and this is softly hit and fouled off to the left. Now the 1-1 pitch. 1 ball and 2 strikes the count. 3 runs already home here. Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. And a nice job to keep the runners at bay as the count moves to 2-2. And this pitch is taken high and away to fill the count. It's 3-2.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
The left fielder.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Andrew Benintendi. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Your attention,
Felix
please.
George gets the
Now
call to
pitching
pitch
for
here, and he'll
the
try to sort this mess
Number
out. He's going to
53.
try to at least eat a
Felix.
couple of innings for his guys.
George.
And he starts him out with a strike on the outer half.
So important getting ahead with the bases loaded. Already a difficult situation, so you don't want to make it any harder by falling behind in the count.
Pops this one up, and this will land foul. The 0-2 once more. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Soler's after it. 1 run scores, and that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the third.
Now batting, right fielder, Avisail Garcia.
Stepping in now, Avisail Garcia. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. And he's got a shot at history. Needs to send one over the wall to complete the cycle. Oh, and this nightmare inning continues as they're going to tack on even more here. And the second run will score as well. He pulls into third safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
The third baseman, Anthony.
At the plate now, Anthony Rendon, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. A couple of RBIs for him already, and a chance for more here. Tries to shave the corner with that pitch, but it's 1-1. And he lays off upstairs, but it's ruled a strike, and he can't believe it. 1-2. In the dirt and blocked behind the plate, but it won't skip away far enough for the runner to advance. From the belt, the pitch. Here's one that misses inside, and the count's run full now, 3-2.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
And he missed with it there, ball 4. It's a 2-out walk with the runner still at third.
Nico.
First pitch on its way. Nico Goodrum stands in as he looks at a called strike.
He struggled a bit coming out of the bullpen here, so he needed that strike. Maybe it's...
Oh, and meanwhile, this pitch rides too far in and winds up hitting him. Digging in and looking for more, Jake Lamb working on a good line in this ball game, 3 for 5 thus far. Wade Davis gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Here's the first pitch to him. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. 7 runs have crossed the plate in the inning. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. Bottom of the 6th inning now, and that means batting next will be the center fielder, Michael A. Taylor.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going, and the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Trying to bunt here, but this winds up hitting him. And they're going to say that he went after it. A strange strike, too. And that's the first out. In now, Jorge Soler. No hits to this point. Swing and a miss at a changeup that has him all kinds of goofed up at the plate.
Hey, it's tough when your team is being held scoreless on the scoreboard. He was trying to put him on the board with a swing like that one.
From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Boy, and that's about as bad as you can fool a guy. It's 1-2.
You could just see this guy out on the mound right here. Just the body language. He knows he's on top of his game. Executing a nasty slider down the way right there, giving this offense no chance.
The 2-2. Now here's one hit in the air to the right side, and that'll get down for a base hit.
And that's just another base hit in a long line of many. Seems like he's been pitching from the stretch the entire game, but somehow he's still got a shutout going. We'll see how long he can make this last.
So now to the plate, Kyle Schwarber, as he'll follow one into the dirt and come up empty for the first strike. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Runners on the move for second. Pitch outside. The throw. It bounces, but he's out. Nice play there to pick the throw and put the tag on quickly. No runs on 6 hits and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Line down the left field line, but this is foul near the seats. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. Scooped up, throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 7th inning ready to roll, and striding forward the designated hitter, Chad Pinder. Soler is there. 1 away. So 1 away now for the Angels in the 7th, and that'll bring up the former first rounder and Pittsburgh area native Ian Happ. The 0-1 pitch. Line drive, base hit down the line. Legs churning, he's headed for second. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
And he just blasts this thing down the left field line. I thought it might bend foul, but it lands just inside the chalk, and he's able to leg it out for a double. Good looking swing.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Back up the middle. Oh, and he has some trouble with it.
Now batting, number 9.
To the plate now, number 9. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 2 hits in 2 trips for him thus far. And he pops him up back behind second base. And that's going to fall. A base hit. Throw to second will be in time, but the run's going to come in and score. Striding in, Andrew Benintendi. He's looking for hit number 5 in this one right here. This is hit the other way out toward left field, and that's in there. Base hit. Boy, and they have not been able to get him out. This is now a 5-hit ball game for him here, and those don't come along every day. Standing in now, Avisail Garcia. Now a dive, but he can't get there, and this is going to be trouble out there in left center. And he's out on the tag. But 1 run does come in to score on the play before the inning comes to an end. So it's 2 runs on 4 base hits, no errors, and a runner left on. On now to the bottom of inning number 7. The Halos lead this one 25-0.
Leading up for the Tigers, the third baseman.
Into the box now, Alec Bond. As the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Swung on and missed. 1-1. A ball and 2 strikes now. The 1-2 pitch. A bouncer to the left side. Throw on to first, and 1 third baseman grounds out to the other. 1 away.
The batter.
At the plate, Samuel Nunez. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout in this one. Hard hit ball to second. And there's out number 2.
Now batting.
Digging in, Taylor Ward. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Drops one down here, and he'll try to beat it out. And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Nothing across here. Now at the plate, Anthony Rendon. And in the past against Wade Davis, he's 5 for 14. He's taken him deep once.
Anthony Rendon.
Corey Knebel enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is.
Number 46, Corey Knebel.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Comes set with the 0-1. Hard hit ball to second. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He takes the turn and heads for second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out. Well, it's always daunting to know that you've got to deal with the 3, 4, 5 hitters to start out an inning, but even more so when the 3 hitter starts it out with a double.
Yeah, he's going to have to start making some good pitches to get out of this thing. Job number 1 is to get the next guy, and ideally you keep him from advancing the runner to third with less than 2 outs.
A runner at second, nobody out. In there, and he's in control. 0-2 now.
He's had to be sitting out over that outer half of the plate. For him to take those first 2 pitches right there, finds himself 0-2. I'll be surprised if the pitcher doesn't go right back to that spot.
Oh, and he misses it. Rendon is on his way home. Safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further. Stepping in now, Jake Lamb, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. Behind 0-2 now. Fouled off. This is pulled into right. Catch will be made here. Tagging is the runner from third. They'll cash in here as the run is in to score from third.
Now batting.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Good swing. Just got to try and straighten that one out. Now a fastball off the plate away. A ball and a strike. Fastball called strike. 1-2. He takes strike 3 called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. So stepping in, Ian Happ working on a good line in this ball game. 3 for 5 thus far. Greg Holland comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Swing and a line drive, but just fouls as he just misses extra bases. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike 3, and the inning is over. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. Next will be the designated hitter, Dean Kramer. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Well, I've been very impressed with how this starter's going about his business, Matt. He's looked really sharp, and it's hard to know if it's had any effect, but getting that early lead from his offense could have really helped settle him in.
The windup and the 0-1. Push softly over toward the right side, but an easy play there at first as that becomes the first out of the inning.
The shortstop, Jorge.
So back to the top of the Detroit lineup, digging in, Jorge Mateo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Trying to bunt his way on, but this has popped up. Here's Lamb to make the catch now, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, the second baseman, Luis.
Settling in now, Luis Garcia. Only 4 outs remaining for them to try and rally back in this one. bunt attempt, but that'll bounce foul. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Tries to drop one down here, but he misses. Strike two. And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing. So striding in, Eduardo Escobar. He's looking for his third hit of the ball game here.
Escobar.
Kyle Crick enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. First pitch of the at-bat. Ninth inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. 1-1, here it is. Too high there, and maybe a bit outside as well. 2-1. And he missed again, high and away this time. 3-1.
It's been a great job so far by the 8-hole hitter. If he finds a way to get on base, this could spell for a huge inning.
And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the ninth. And here's a slider that's nowhere close, and it's 1-0.
Perfect time for a mound visit right here. Just give him a breather, a chance to collect himself and get back to work.
3-0.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
The 3-1 to short, hit hard. A dive, but he can't get it. It's through into the outfield. And now this is bobbled in left.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
The left-handed hitting Andrew Benintendi stands in. Pulled high in the air out to right field. Soler on the move. He gets there to put it away, but the runner tags and breaks for third. And he'll move up to third now. Runners at the corners here with one away.
Now batting.
Ready now, Avisail Garcia. It was an RBI single for him in his last plate appearance. 0-1 the count. And that misses. 1-1. And this one's up around the eyes. 2-1.
Everyone in the ballpark knows what the pitcher's intentions are in this situation.
Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And he looks at one that misses, ball 4. So that'll load him up, but at least the double play is in order here with one away.
The third baseman.
Jay Spry comes on to pitch now, hoping for better results than the other arms that they've run out there in this one.
Now pitching for the Tigers. Number 57.
From the stretch.
Jay
Little tardy on that swing as it's well wide of first. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Rendon enters the day with a slugging percentage in the 460s, a number he can be proud of. On the move is Taylor. But he can't get there. This splits the outfielders and heads toward the wall. 1 run is scored. And he's safe. Now the third man is scored.
Wow, you think they'd learned their lesson and would pitch around this guy. That's his third extra base hit of the game. This one a triple, and he can seemingly do nothing wrong.
Dive, but it's in and out of the glove, and the run should score. In to score, the runner from third.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
And he bats here only a single shy, the easiest of them all to complete the cycle.
Great pitch right there. That is a huge breaking ball. Not shocked he took it. Got to calibrate that one for a second.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. He leaps, but he can't get it. It's down for extra bases. Goodrum isn't stopping. Here he comes to the plate, and he's safe at the plate as they extend their lead even further.
Now batting. Designated.
Wow, he's getting his daily conditioning in during the game. That's his second triple, so obviously he's seeing the ball great, and he's showing he knows how to motor around the bases just fine.
2 hits in 6 tries for him thus far. The 1-0 home.
2 balls, no strikes.
This inning really feels like it's getting away from him out there. As a reliever, you can't let that happen. Nothing you can do about what's already happened, and it's only going to get worse if you're not focusing on the guy in the batter's box.
And he misses with 1 here. It's ball 4. So that'll at least bring the double play into the conversation with runners at the corners and 1 away. Ian Happ comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. High in the air and deep to straightaway left. Looking up is the left fielder. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run.
Oh, that swing has to feel good right there. If you look at the numbers, this guy does not give up many long balls. To take him deep in this spot certainly is huge.
Ken Giles enters the game with 1 gone in the top of inning number 9.
Number 51, Ken Giles.
At the plate, Eduardo Escobar, as he will take a fastball in there at the knees for strike 1. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
The 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two pitch is fouled away. Making him work out there. The 9th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. And he takes ball 4 again, and they clearly just don't want any part of him in this one. Digging in, number 9. He's got 3 hits, including a double to this point. Swinging a liner toward the gap in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit. The relay, and he is in there. That's a big at-bat from the bottom of the order.
Yeah, Matty, right there. Worked himself into a nice situation, got on base right there. Now 1st and 3rd, rolls the lineup over. Top of the order is licking its chops.
Now the 1-0. Misses for the 2nd ball.
Pretty easy takes to start out this at bat. None of those pitches were even close to the strike zone.
Hit hard down the right field line, but a foul ball. The 2-1 home is taken for strike 2. So a full count now. 8 runs already in this inning. Fastball, and ooh, that ran in and drilled him. Striding in once again, Avisail Garcia. And he's got ducks on the pond, as they say, looking to add to his team's already sizable lead. Nick Pivetta enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. He's set. Here it comes. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. On the move is Taylor. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from 3rd. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly. Striding into the box, Anthony Rendon. He enters this plate appearance 3 for 6 in the ball game thus far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Count even now at 1-1. The pitch, a fastball off his glove, and it bounds away. So the lead runner holds on, but the trailer will take second. And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
One of the best ways to keep a guy
Pitch too high, and that's over the catcher's head. The runners will hold tight, but it's a full count now, 3-2. A long inning as they've hung a 9 spot on him to this point. And he misses with it for ball 4, so the bases will be loaded now with 2 away. Now the Angels cleanup batter, Nico Goodrum. Already 4 hits to his credit in this one, looking for a 5th in this at-bat. And that's taken for strike 1. Swing and a liner. But this will find the shortstop's glove for the 3rd out. Stepping into the box, Michael Taylor. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Boy, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. Oh, and this at-bat is quickly moving from bad to worse. It's 0-2 now.
I know we want to focus on the offense and how bad they've been so far, but can we give some love to the pitcher? He has had these guys in the rocking chair all day.
Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1. In is Jorge Soler. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others, but not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Count even at 2-2. Hit to third. Rendon is there. Throw on to first will be in time, and now the Tigers are down to their final out. At the plate, Kyle Schwarber. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Throw to first here is going to be in time as the Angels have taken game 1 of the series on the road as the ball game is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the 9th. Totally dominant in this one.
Tons of runs in this one. The Halos came out swinging with a huge first inning that really set them up well. Zach Godley takes the win on the mound, his 2nd of the year. Lucas Giolito takes the loss after an effort he'd like to forget for the rest of his life. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.